Trying to get into this dread life, darling. I'm trying, child. Hopefully they lock. So I won't have to worry about it. I kind of wish I didn't cut my hair. At one point I had a very long box haircut. And I kind of wish I didn't cut it per se. This is what I had that moment. I kind of wish I didn't cut my old hair, so then there'll be longer, but whatever, it's fine. It's just hair, right? Okay, so yeah, hopefully they lock, and we're gonna work it out with the dreads. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. That's all we can do. Hope you guys are staying safe during this pandemic. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. So, yesterday, there was some good old birthday shout-outs. And I want to give a shout-out to a couple of people. First of all, let me give a shout-out to 32nd happy birthday shout-out to Karuchi Tran. Rooch. I want to give a happy 34th B-Day shout out to Taj Mowry. Yes, y'all know Lil Taj, the twins' brother, T and Tamara. Smart guy. Also, give a happy 64th B-Day shout out to comedian and actor Bob Saget. Y'all know Bob, child, from Full House, child. Y'all know. Yes, indeed. Who has birthdays today? Let's just get all these tired ass folks out the way. Tina Fey, she turns 50. Teresa Giudice, she turns 48. Real Housewives of Jersey. Gabby Victor, which is one of the twins from Bad Girls Club. And Merry Christmas. That's it. Now, going back to yesterday birthdays, Candy Burr, she had a birthday. She turned 44. So shouts out to Candy Kane. Every man wants a woman. What is it? Every man wants a woman. One more time. Every man wants a woman. Oh, I missed the Queen's Court, I tell you. Okay, now, Lanithia gave Candy a happy birthday shout out, and this is what she said. She says, I would not let the fake beef you made up to stop me from wishing you a happy birthday, and posted my favorite pic of us, Candy. Everybody go wish at Candy a happy birthday. Then tune into the Real Housewives of Atlanta to watch Candy have the fakest Want Some Smoked Beef with Nene segment at 8 p.m. tonight. And this is the picture she Why is Nene so petty, child? Nene is sick and tired. You hear me? This when Candace was pregnant with Ace. Nene also left on her Instagram. She said this. She said, Lanithia leaks. It only felt right to personally remove myself from the reunion. So much had happened this season. The cookie lady, Mark and Kenya's fake marriage, Dennis accusations, Snakegate, and much more. But drilling me on subjects, muting me, flashing back to things that had happened since the show has wrapped, like my friendship with Wendy while in quarantine. Why didn't they ask about Candy's restaurant shooting then, if that's what we were doing? That's true. They didn't talk about that. Interviews I've done since we wrapped the show that has nothing to do with the show. After deciding that apologizing for certain things was only right, that wasn't genuine enough. Starting over with little sis Portia was made fun of, and here they go bringing someone on the reunion that I was personally told by executives wasn't allowed on set anymore. She talking about Giovanna. She gonna be there next week. She said, all this and so much more felt like the rules are only applied to me and that I was being held to a different standard than others. But you continue to judge. And she left the crown. Do I think that Nene is picked on more than everybody else? To a certain extent, but I also believe that Nene don't like to take accountability for stuff. Nene don't like to take accountability for the stuff that she do. Now, sis, I will agree to a certain extent. They do bother you in some aspects, but some of the stuff you just have to take on the chin. Some of the stuff is because of you, beloved. I'm just saying, like, on this part 2 reunion, she could not, Nene, she could not even apologize. She could not own up to what she did. Cynthia owned up to what she did and what she did wrong, but Nene said, because Cynthia said something like, "Oh, both Nene and I have done stuff to each other," and Nene said, "I disagree." How can you disagree, Nene? You did. Wasn't it you that was trying to get Cynthia fired at one point? Calling her bored and tying it through? And, whether that might be true or not, you still can't be getting other black women fired. That's not cool to do. But you did it. You done a lot of stuff, Lanithia. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Now, some of those girls are just going to be petty, just trying to make a storyline and all that kind of jazz, like Eva and Kenya when it comes to Nene. But other girls who you've had like real friendships with and stuff, like, come on now. I don't know. What y'all think about Lanithia? And, this ain't doing nothing but putting her further and further down in the hole, child. Boy, Nene getting lighter and lighter every day. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go to our good old notes and we're gonna talk about the reunion. Like I said, Nene could not admit to hurting Cynthia. Child. Cynthia just basically said something that I 100% agree with. She was like, one season you cool with somebody, the next season you not. Everybody talks about everybody. At one point y'all are all cool with each other, and then the next moment, nobody's cool. And, they all just go back and forth, and that's the nature of the show. It is what it is. As much as I don't like drama in my own personal life, if this show was not drama filled, would we watch? Probably not. And hell, I mean it. So anyway, let me see. They got on the whole Tanya versus Kenya, child. Poor Tanya, she tried. She's just no match for the Viper. That is Kenya. She's no match. Tanya's like a, Tanya's like a little squirrel, compared to Kenya the Viper. She just wasn't. She was, and even though Tanya was speaking logically, she was speaking factually. She was telling Kenya how she felt, and she was being real about it and honest about it. And she was telling the truth. Kenya the Viper ain't what you want unless you are equipped to take down Kenya the Viper. So yeah, child. They started arguing, child, and going back and forth, and it just didn't go nowhere. To be honest with you, it did. Tanya, she was trying to make a point. Even Candy had to chime in. Tanya got mad because of Candy's lack of caring, I guess. her lack of standing up for her, and Candy had to tell her. She was like, "Look, no shade, but I ain't been knowing you that long to be sticking up for you and stuff." And she was just like, Tanya was like, "No, it's not that I need you to stick up for me." And Candy was like, "Look, I wasn't even there. Had I been there, I probably would have said something. But since I was not there, then, it is what it is." So, it was harsh a little bit. But, is it kind of sort of true? Maybe. Okay, let's see. Kenya and the whole wigs thing with Portia. Portia said Kenya's hair is natural underneath her wigs. This whole wig thing is stupid. Honestly, it would not be a big deal had Kenya just admitted that from time to time she wears wigs, right? But since she didn't admit that, and since she tries to act like she's, natural all the time, which is so unrealistic. Everybody wears wigs and weaves and clip-ins and pieces and units and whatever. Everybody does. Everybody in entertainment does. Most people just in general, just regular folks like you and I, we all have, wear pieces and tings. So it's all just to protect your real natural hair. So, I don't understand what's the big deal about it. But it's and just for styling, if you just want to wear it, then whatever, it's just hair. But it's a big deal, I guess, because Kenya says I'm natural all the time. But Kenya gave a half-ass apology to Tanya about calling her, KUNT. To Tanya, that's the worst name to be called in the world. I can think of a couple other things to be called. But bless her heart, she's so sweet. I do like Tanya though. I wish they'd give Tanya a peach, but Tanya being such a good person and real person, she seems like she is, and a gentle soul. I don't know if she could handle being on the show full time. But she do got Portia to have her back. But for how long? And it seemed like Eva and Tanya done fell out. And I thought Eva and Tanya was friends. Tanya talking about she mad at Eva because she was eating the cookies. Eva like mess. She do, Tanya. We know Eva like mess. Eva the diva. And what Nene tell her top model was the last time she was on top? I screamed. I absolutely screamed. I don't know if they're gonna bring Eva back next season. Who y'all want them to come? Put in the comment section who y'all want to come back next season. We already know Kenya's coming back. We thought Cynthia was leaving, but they say Cynthia coming back. Okay, so I'm sure Candy's coming back. Could Candy go? As much as I like Candy, as much as she retweeted me, giving her a happy birthday and all that good stuff. Could Candy go? Would we miss Candy necessarily? Okay. I don't think so. Okay, if I had to pick 6 ladies, and then we'll do the friends to the show. If I had to pick 6 ladies, Nene, Kenya, Cynthia, Portia, Phaedra, Marlo. That's my 6. And then friends to the show, could be Candy, Tanya. Giovanna's a mess. I've grown to kind of sort of like Giovanna a little bit, like her antics and her foolishness. Yo can come. No. Okay, maybe she can come, and maybe Sheree. Yeah, I know Nene's trying to get Kim Zolciak back on the show, but no, it's all right. She can go. Kim ain't got to come back. Nene just wants you because she wants somebody to film with. And then, y'all get back on the show and then y'all fall out again. And Nene even said that her and Kim get along as long as they're not working together on the show. So why would you want her back on the show? No. I'm sick of Kim. We don't want Kim back. Okay. Let me see. Well, child, it looks like Portia and Kenya, they not friends no more. That didn't last long, did it? I'm really exhausted, actually, with Portia versus Kenya. It's such a tired storyline. They've been arguing since Scar and Mufasa. Let it go. It's a shame. No more play dates, I guess. And, Portia, she was just, even though her and Kenya was cool, she said she could not just sit back and allow Kenya to do stuff to other people, like Tanya. Apparently, Kenya said that, Portia said that Kenya was lying about the whole Shamia thing, about Shamia wanting Kenya to be there with her and all that kind of stuff. Said she was lying and fabricating the story. Of course, Kenya said something differently. Who knows the truth, and who even cares, to be honest? But I don't know. It's. I understand the nature of the show. I understand it's going to be drama and beef and fake beef, real beef, whatever. But I just hate when they backtrack. I just hate when they go back in time and create a whole new beef. And when they are, if you beef with one person, okay, do that for a season and then move on to somebody else. Don't just keep going back. And it's just like, where's the growth? Okay. They got on Kenya versus Marlon. It was this whole thing on whether or not it was a fun read or not, with Kenya coming. And Kenya got Kenya was like, look, all y'all was laughing when I came in with the marching band. Y'all didn't have a problem with it. And Portia did fall out into the floor. They all was laughing and shocked. But, obviously when they sat back and thought about it, it was just like, yo, this stuff is crazy. Kenya coming in with a marching band to Marlo's event was not a fun shade. It was not fun read. It was none of that. It was no fun about it. It was rude and disrespectful and just so out of line. Like, Kenya, girl. And Kenya went back to Marlo saying that her own mother didn't want her when she said that, like, 4 or 5 years ago or so. Now, mind you, Marlo was wrong for what she said. She was wrong for saying that. But Kenya, you really just holding on to that just to be petty, girl. You done did a lot more stuff since then to other people. Like, so, come on, girl. Come on. Y'all know Kenya. She gonna hold on to any little thing she got. And, her and Marlo was getting into it a little bit. That didn't go anywhere. Just deflect. Let me see. They got on Eva and the whole Kevin McCall thing. She calls him the donor. But Eva, we know who he is. Got on the whole Kevin McCall. Apparently, Kevin took Eva to court to try to change her name back to McCall. And not Sterling. That was a whole mess. They had a fight in the courtroom. Kevin was acting a fool. And, she said it's just been a whole lot with him. She said that he was abusive to her. And, she didn't realize it was abuse until it had got really bad, until the police came and she said, yo, you have to press charges at this point. And, she just didn't know what to do. She was out of it. And, thank God Eva got out of that situation with that fool. It's some people you can look at and tell they're a little off, and he's definitely a little ticky boom. Very handsome, very good looking dude, but crazy as 4 cats in a dog pen. A mess. So, we're gonna pray for him and pray for Eva. And, she had to leave the camera because she was crying and stuff, so it's gonna be alright. They got on Portia and her whole relationship. It was so funny, child, when Nene sat down with Candy at the beginning of the season, and she said that she's worried about Portia. Is it true about the whole him messing with dogs and stuff? And Candy was like, "Oh, child, this is just a rumor, or I don't know." Nene was like, "Hell, I started to call Portia and say, damn, the Portia need a rabies shot." When I tell you that was one of the funniest things this season, I screamed. And also on the bus when they were in Canada, and she, when Marlo said that Portia was the whole thing about him sleeping with animals and stuff. Is that true? And Portia was like, "Child, no, that's a rumor." And then Marlo said, "Child, because I sure as hell wasn't gonna bring none of my puppies around him." I screamed. So, but they was all drunk then. Portia probably would have read her, but it was so funny. My goodness. So Portia and Dennis is in quarantine together. They're trying to work it out together. Good luck, I guess. Yeah, I hope it's worth it. I hope Dennis don't do nothing else. I really don't, because you're gonna look absolutely crazy, Portia. So hopefully he don't do nothing else. Hopefully. The last thing they got on was Candy versus Nene, child. And it got so bad. This is what I read to y'all earlier. It got so bad that Andy had to mute Nene and Candy. Like beefing and feeling some kind of way about them going on a YouTube channel. Talking about one another, and it's a constant back and forth thing. Me personally, I've never thought that Nene and Candy were friends. Nene did not like Candy from day one. If you go way back to season 2, she did not like Candy from day one. She was like, "Who is this girl? She don't fit in with us. She ghetto. Like, who is she? Like, oh, she got all these accomplishments. Like, who is she?" I think that it's mainly just a personality thing as to why they can't get along. I really do. Candy's a little sarcastic. And Nene tends to be friends with people that maybe is on a lower, a different playing field that she's. Well, Nene, from what I see, part of Nene's personality is that she likes to be the show. She likes to be number one. She likes to be in the front. And when you have a person that's not willing to take a back seat for you, then that's a problem. And I feel like that's a part of the problem. That's why her and Candy cannot get along. But I guess in Nene's defense, do I think that Kenya, Cynthia, Candy, do I think they have an alliance? I do. I don't necessarily if I believe it's against Nene. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I do believe they got an alliance for sure. Now, when that crumbles, because I can definitely see Kenya and Candy getting into it. When that crumbles, look out. Look out. But Real Housewives of Atlanta virtual reunion has been giving it to the girls. They've been giving it. They've been serving up a lot of tea, and I've been enjoying it every step of the way. Next week is the last part, the third part, and that's when Giovanna, that bitch from Clark, comes, and we gonna see all of what she gives. And child, it's just gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. Child, Portia can't even defend Nene. Child, Nene closed the camera after a while, and Portia drunk. Portia just saying everything, calling Eva all kind of B words and everything else. So it's just a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, with that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me. I can't hit it today. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskinsworld on Instagram and Twitter. At Iskinsworld89 on Snapchat. Chisky on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.